People are not spending and planning out their years like they used to. Your life's a little bit more flexible now, how you can do things, so your events and your experiences or what you want to do on vacations or with your family or with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife can be done the day before, week before. So, you get the people that I've never heard about it. Well, of course, we're always going to get that. Listen, the largest music festivals in the nation people haven't heard of. So it's just, you're always going to be people there that want to give that excuse that it's not their fault why you're going and I'm not going. Well, so it's not my fault. Stuff like that. I don't know why people are like that. It just seems like that. The one thing about not putting out as early, you don't have much of a tier of ticket sales there, to where you can give some value sales, and then you get your higher retail sales closer to the event. And we did it sort of backwards because we had such a short amount of time. We had our retail sale right away, and then we went to the changing the tiers of the ticket sale as that time, during a time to where all the events in the nation, in the area, are in July and August. So because of what happened in 2019, when I was events, these are simple concerts, these are festivals, these are street dances, fairs, outdoor events that any of these other places do, are all sucked in 2 months. So every event was doubled up in the 2 month range. Did that help us? No, it did not. But I think we had a very good base there before we had the cancel event. We were very excited where we're at. Our ticket sales were in a good spot, really was. And then pretty much a week before, we had to change this or cancel or postpone or whatever you want to call it. And then looking back at it, of that, there's a blessing in disguise, I think, of how we're going to do things moving forward, of how we're going to adapt to the music experience consumer to pair this instead of being so traditional.
I was jacked. I was so excited. I think I let it slip the night before about some of the people on the lineup to a few, because I was just that excited, and they're like, oh my gosh, like, you're on a different level. I don't remember last time I've been that excited about something. Because it was all just good. It's everything that people enjoy: experiences, music, people, outdoors. So yeah, it was no qualms. I was excited. It was all good. I mean, great lineup. This is awesome for Minot. I don't remember there being any bad, other than a few I don't like this artist or this person, and it's all personal opinions too,
I feel like it was mixed, and I feel like I would almost have to go back, because I know for us there was, when you're opening yourself up to such a national stage, there's always people that are going to criticize, and I feel like it's hard, especially with this being our first time doing that it's hard not to be like, oh, everyone hates it because there's a couple negative comments. But I feel like it was kind of mixed. Like, I feel like a lot of people were like, holy, this isn't the Dak Jam that it was before, which was really cool to see that big jump. And I think a lot of people were like, oh, we can do things like that in Minot, because that doesn't happen a lot. A lot of times it's the fair in Minot, which is great and everyone loves it, but I don't think people think of Minot as the place to have anything other than the fair, at least on like that big of a scale. So I feel like that was really positive, but then, you know, there's always going to be people that are like, oh, these are old bands, which we knew. We were fully aware, hence the nostalgic retro theme. Like, that was the whole point. So that was honestly kind of funny when people were like, these are so washed up and these are old bands. Like, that was the point, was to create this. So it was kind of like they were trying to diss us, but we were like, okay, you just solidified that we did our jobs correctly. This is what it's for. Good job. Thank you so much. But I think overall people were excited, and I think like just skeptical that it was a real thing for sure, because people, like I said, people don't think about it for this area. But yeah, I don't know. Obviously there's going to be people that didn't like it, but I think overall the majority of people were excited.
I was so excited. Yeah, the 90s, 80s, it had everything, covered everything. All the things that we worked on as influencers, like the photo shoots and all that stuff was going to be featured there. The cafeteria part where we were going to be able to eat all the food. I don't know, the VIP experience, the headliners, just everything. The art, the off stages, all the things.
It was mixed emotions, because you first have the comments like, oh, this is the lineup, where can we buy tickets? It's that sort of reaction, and this is great because it's for the Minot community. It's not only for the Minot community, it's literally quite for all of North Dakota or all of the Midwest. It's for something new experience, something different. And then you have something so great, and then you release tickets. So the perception of something actually so great of this lineup, and there was the naysayers, or people thought it was better than something else, the lineup was, but as soon as the ticket prices got released, everyone said, oh, this lineup is horrible. It's like, why would they bring this lineup? There was something like, why are they stuck in the 90s with this lineup? Well, did someone comment back, have you seen Dak Jam? Have you seen what they're about? That's the ironic part about the whole situation. So you can have something so good within the first few hours, and then something so bad later on. Just a switch in perception, because people don't like when you go from something great to something that's inconvenient for them.
I was absolutely floored by the lineup. Those were the bands that I never thought I would have the opportunity to see, let alone in my community. I couldn't have been more excited to see the Goo Goo Dolls and Din Blossom. Oh, they were, the music of my high school years, and so was absolutely floored. And then Rodney Atkins for a country act to come back to Minot. It was fascinating to me to see like the full mix of genres and the different type of music, and the quality of the acts was, to me, top notch.
Oh, I was excited. I'm just I'm a huge Goo Goo Dolls fan. Like, that was definitely, Third Eye Blind. Those are two that, my 90s and 2000s. It's just what we heard. It was before we had CDs and those type of things. But it was exciting because those are, the kind of my generation, kind of late 30s, early 40s. I was really excited about it. But there was a lot of groups and music that people that, the younger generation could connect to, because some of the songs were so big. The music was just so big, and tied to movies and different things like that. But, Bret Michaels and Vince Neil and that stuff. I was just super excited to see those type of bands. And, much as I was probably going to be working most of the event, just having them in Minot and associating with them, it was just exciting. And like I said, some of those are my favorite bands, and I'm like, it's not like a coincidence, because that's not like I had a huge say on who we're bringing in, but man, I was going to be excited to see those guys come in. And I was actually the type of guy that would just love to go to those concerts, but more importantly, I just love to be able to see them here in Minot.
I mean, it was thrilling because we do have those people and it fit like the brand and all that, and it was kind of, I just wanted to shove it up people's faces pretty much. That like, here you go, like we have, like, this is for real, and like we got these national acts, and like it was starting to look like a festival already. And I don't know if it's the poster or something, but yeah, something about it was just thrilling for me.
The day came when we had dropped the lineup, and it was like 7:11 a.m. and we're like, we don't know what's gonna happen. Oh my God, this is real. Here we go. Hit post, and then it posted, and it was live.
The time for my password to be incorrect.
Oh my God, it's frozen. Okay. I need to export this. I'm sorry. Export for screens. PNG. Export. Oh no. What'd you say?
It's up on the site.
It's up on the site. The next time we check in with you, we're gonna be famous and humble. Oh my gosh. And I mean, right away, I feel like the reaction was phenomenal. It was great. Everybody was like, this is a great lineup for this area. This is better than so and so. This is great. And all positive comments. And then we released the tickets and the ticket prices. And people got a little less nice. They started commenting a little more rapidly. I feel like we got more comments the second we dropped the price than we did when we dropped the lineup, which, I mean, maybe it just felt that way because obviously the negativity sometimes is all you hear, even when it's in a pool of positive comments. Like, it's probably because there may be one negative comment to every 5, but you're going to read that one comment and that's the one that's going to stick, which is unfortunate, but it's just kind of the way society is. And I feel like we all react to different things on social media and in that world. But no, I mean, looking back, I was probably more upset about those comments then than I am now, because really it's whatever. They're just complaining about the price of something. It's nothing personal. It was the comments that came later that got personal that actually still are kind of like, oh, this sucks. Why are people like this?